Hi everyone, Jill with Om Shanti Healing. In this video we're going to do some prop therapy using a tennis ball to release the back of your ITT band and the front of your quads. So these two spots are problematic for a lot of people with static lifestyles or repetitive movement injuries. The ITT band can get very stuck to the hamstrings and the quadriceps and the lateral side of the upper leg and cause some muscle confusion, some nerve pain, and overall just limited range of motion and a lot of discomfort. I do a lot of work in this area for people on the table and often give them tips with the tennis ball, and I want to show you too so you have that tool to use at home and give yourself some much needed relief. So to give you a visual, this is the back of the pelvis. Spine, sacrum, right here. Pelvic bone comes up and around. So this area right here, as you can see, between the pelvic bone and where the hip socket is, this is the femur bone, your upper leg bone. This little bony nub that you can feel if you push on it is the angle where the femur bone changes angles to go into the ball and socket of the hip. This area is an intersection for a lot of pain and discomfort. You can get some burning there, just some overall tension, which can limit the range of motion and how you can swing your leg forward when walking or sitting. It can get very tight and refer pain up into the buttocks in this area. So I want to show you a trick to very easily soften all of this area up and bring you much needed relief, which will help to relax the whole cheek on this area. Okay, and then we're going to do the front side and get into some attachment points or some originating points where the quadriceps come up and meet the pelvis. So this is another spot that is oftentimes very tight and causes some trouble. Okay, so the quads come up. This is the front of the pelvis, the spine, pelvic bone. The quads come up and meet right here. Most of you probably know this area as being irritated and tight. So we're going to do a few spots along this area in front and laterally that will very simply, easily release tension and pain around the front of the hip that way. So working these two areas will help relax the hip joint, will help soften up that trochanter area where the femur comes up at the ball and socket of the hip and bring you some much deserved and needed relief. Okay, so tennis ball, I like to put it in a sock so I have a handle. Optional, of course, for you if you want to do that or not. Scoot up against a wall. Take the ball and we're going to put it right in that spot. So you feel that bony spot there, that trochanter where we switch angles. And you're going to put the ball right behind that spot into the soft cushion of your buttocks there. And once you lean into it, you'll feel the bottom of the pelvic bone right up against the side of that ball. We want to get as much into that little area as we can. Other leg bends, so you can create an angle and lean into the ball with some added pressure. You can add as much pressure as you want, even as much as you need as if you want to lean all the way over and get your whole body weight up and over the ball. If you can handle that much pressure, you might want to work into it gradually. Okay, so the movements here. Inward and outward rotation of the hip. External rotation is going to squeeze and shorten that area. So you're going to feel it a little bit more intensely. And I want you to intentionally push the ball into that bone. And then you're going to internally rotate to kind of release it. Give it a second to relax and acclimate, and then do it again. Okay, so this back and forth movement is one of the options with the hip. Another one is to apply pressure downward into the opposite side, get up and over, and you can rock, you can rotate, and you can rock forward and back, and get into it from different angles this way with a lot more pressure. It's going to be way more intense. Okay, so just kind of feel it out. You might want to scooch up a little bit. You might want to scooch back a little bit. Your body will lead the way for you to open up this area. Take your time with it. Get all the way around that spot, okay, where you feel that hip joint. And then the second one, we're going to do the front. So with this one, you're going to roll onto your belly. You're going to place the ball right at the crease of your hip. I want you to start in the front, and then we'll make our way around more lateral, okay? So keep it in the front. Roll over the top of the ball, up on your elbows. Now your opposite leg can come out to a bend to kind of help stabilize you and balance you, and help you kind of shift back and forth with your weight and with your rocking. Toe bends, knee lifts off of the ground, and we rock forward and back. And as you explore the area, your body will guide you and tell you where to go, okay? So to release, we want to lengthen and contract this area to offer up those trigger points to let go and soften. So with the knee lifted, we're contracting the front of the leg muscles, right? So to soften and lengthen, we want to let the knee come down, bend the knee and pull the heel in closer so you have some stretch, okay? And then you can do the rocking back and forth there too. So as you start to release the front, you're going to want to roll more laterally. So I want you to just go to the next spot you feel. Rotate your body, switch your arms up so you can stabilize. Use your arms to help you steer and move the ball around. And then toes curled, knee up, and we contract. And we do a little rocking. Okay? And then you might want to drop the knee, stretch out, rotate back and forth. That will help get us cross fiber through the muscles here. We want to hit it at all angles to offer up the most effective release as you can. Turn a little bit more. So I'm very much moving into the lateral part of my pelvis. Find the next spot. Same thing, extend out. Toes on the floor, lift the knee, give it a good squeeze. And then release, drop the knee, lift the ankle, and some rotating back and forth. Like that, okay? And you can add that rocking also to it if you need to. Feel it out, your body will lead you, okay? So please give me some feedback if you would like. I would love to hear from you and see how you feel after you try it. Do both sides, keep on it, and that's it. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.